Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bling Bling Jam brand new YouTube station. Today, I have no other than my good friend Diane Cross. She was the first winner. Well, not well, it was the first. Was it the first winner? I think we did the first year a top dog, but we really did top dog. She might have been the first one to top dog. It was the second year of Bling Bling Jam. I gotta get that
Yeah.
straight. And anyway, we're really excited to have her on. And I want Diane to share with you guys where she's from, how she started her balloon career, what her business name is, and what she's focused on. And we'll go from there. So, Diane, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I usually start out when I'm like teaching or something by saying, if you don't know me, you've never been to a convention. I've been to a ton of probably well over 50 to 60 conventions and different balloon places I had to go to, whatever. But I'm a junkie.
Yes.
But I was a labor and delivery nurse for 36 years. The hospital I work at had wanted somebody to do face painting magic or balloons for their 50th anniversary. I actually saw somebody make somebody into a lion at Six Flags out of balloons. Was really crazy, and I thought, let me try balloons. And that was before YouTube. So I found Michael Floyd. A lot of people might not know
Wow.
Michael, but he was giving out free videos on the
On
internet, which,
YouTube. Hmm.
yeah. And I watched his videos. I always laugh. I really didn't start out with the easy one. He was making monkeys on trees and big things, and I was just following him right along. And then I found out they had conventions. So I told my husband I'm going to go to California. And that was in 2009. I went to my first convention.
Very.
And I've been, anytime a new one comes out, I go to all. But I have been to every bling bling since I started.
Yeah.
So, and that was
Wow.
a first original one, the first, not
Right.
your party. Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. So, when you did it for free, I'm assuming as a nurse just to help out, and then when did you like decide to evolve it into like a business and a
Right away,
side
I did a couple of little town things,
Okay.
and I did dress as a clown back then. I think that's really cool. And my granddaughter was 8 years old, 24 now. We did the
Wow.
clown. We both hated the clown thing, so we just did balloons. And it was then I retired in 2019, and now I call myself Balloonatic RN. My friend called me Balloonatic when we first started. And then when I went to my first convention, they said there's a lot of Balloonatics out there because we have Nick the
Pick the
Balloonatic and
lunatic. Yep.
yeah, one. So I put the RN on the end of it, and they're like, for real nurse? I said, that's what it stands for, real
Yeah.
nurse. So
Yeah.
still got my license, but I don't practice anymore.
Yeah.
And the balloons have been my thing. I do it for if I have fun doing it, that I'll do the party.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of competition around me. I'm from a little bitty town called Red Bud, Illinois.
Okay.
I do about an hour from St. Louis, so I do go to St. Louis.
What's an hour? Okay. I know you were close.
Yeah, like Donna and Diana and some, other balloon people that
Are
you
you near
know.
CJ Nelson?
I see CJ. I'm actually going to do a job
So
for him now.
are you near him?
I'm a little over an hour away from him
Oh,
too.
okay.
A little bit
Great.
further than St. Louis. It's
You're
south.
doing the job for him. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Yeah, I do. He'll call me because he does a lot of colleges also and things. So
Sure.
he'll call me when he needs somebody else or he can't do it because he's busy traveling. I think he's going to Spain coming up.
Very
So
nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
I love the auditions. I go now. I probably learn stuff, but it's more to hang out with my
Yeah.
friends.
So
Because I go to all, I get to see a lot of people because some people only go to one.
right. Right. Let's circle back to your balloon business. Did you ever think that when you were doing the balloons to help out at the hospital or wherever it was, that you would end up actually like booking yourself and making money? Like, I mean, and how did that you realize you could do that? Like, it's an interesting story. You know?
I'm still probably cheaper than anybody because I live in small towns, but I don't
Yeah,
undercut any of the people or nothing.
I know you don't.
Definitely, if I'm gonna have fun doing it, I'll figure it out. If I'm not gonna have fun, I don't even take it. 400 kids for an hour. No, that's not my thing. Um, I have learned a lot. I know when I first started, I learned the princesses and all that, and I was making those in line years ago. And you can't do that. You have a line like forever. So I calmed down and still make cool things, but
Yeah,
faster.
yeah. No,
I've
I love that.
been on some big builds. I helped
Yeah.
to do the Jack and the Beanstalk with Larry Moss.
Oh, how
Uh,
cool.
I was there for the convention.
Yeah.
And then a couple world balloons that I've worked at, world balloon
Yeah.
conventions for the USA team. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I could do balloons 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it. And it's so funny. I love that you're the balloon a chick RN, and I know that you actually made like a nurse out of it. And I know I taught a nurse's headband that you loved. Uh I forgot at a couple conventions, but is that I don't know. I just remember that being around you. So is that kind of like your logo or not? That's not your logo. I know you made a really cute nurse on a hat. Have you used that as your signature piece? I don't know.
Pretty
Just kind of
much, it's on my card. It's one of the I made it during one of the conventions in Vegas. It's not happening anymore, but
oh yeah.
that first it was my first competition piece that I
Balloon
entered.
that was Diamond Jam Balloon Camp before
Yeah,
Balloon Jam. Yep, yep. Kind of almost in a way how Balloon Jam happened indirectly, but yeah.
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 It
Oh
was sort of
wow.
my sister. I don't consider myself a big company, but I still have to
Right.
take care of all the other stuff everybody does.
Right.
Um,
So what's your focus on in your balloon business right now? What do you when you say you like certain gigs, you don't take big ones. What are your focus like or what do you like to do or is there a focus that you want to do in terms of like a direction? Like is it just birthday parties? Is it the corporate? Is it, what do you do for gigs in general or what do you want to do? You
I do a lot of small festivals. I probably do 12 to 15 a month, sometimes a little bit more or
Oh,
less.
that's great.
Yeah, I'm stay very, very busy. I do locals. I have towns around me that are like 400 people, 250 people, and
Yeah.
and they have their little town festivals, which are nothing like a big one, but I'm kind of the star at those little
Yeah,
shows.
of
But
course.
I don't just make. I just love to make balloons for the kids. I can do some decor.
Yeah.
I hate organic, but
You said you
I,
hate standing?
I hate organic. I don't like to do.
Organic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't hear you.
I don't like to do big pieces. I did a lot of yard work, like Mike said he did during COVID. I did a
Yeah.
lot of yard works. I can do the basics and stuff, but I just really don't care much for decor. I'd rather do little parties for the kids or, a little events here and there. A
Yeah,
lot better.
of course.
Um,
Is there
with people,
any area? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
sometimes like St. Louis people will call me to work and when they need 4 or 5 twisters, and things like that. That's the kind I'm doing an event with Donna Spunky Beans
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saturday, and there's gonna be 3 of us. So, those kind of those are nice. And when I go to St. Louis, I make more money too.
Yeah, I bet. Tell them all I said hello. I love Donna. That's great. So, is there any area, Diane, focus that you haven't done yet that you like to do, or are you happy with what you're doing in terms of like your focus of what you're doing right now with balloons? I mean, either way, I'm just kind of asking.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with what I'm doing.
Sure.
Totally, I do it totally different than somebody else. I might, if it's a friend, I'll give them a
Yeah.
discount. I do a lot of big festivals and take tips,
Yeah.
but I charge, and I might charge $25 an hour cheaper to get tips because we all know you make average $25 an hour sometimes with their little ones. The
Yeah.
kids come up with a lot of dollar
Yeah. Yeah.
bills,
Exactly. Yeah.
so you don't make a lot. But I really like the kids.
Right. So you mentioned that you were a clown. Do you not do that anymore?
No, I've gone to a couple clown conventions, like World Clown and things, I'm just not really good on entertaining and things
Yeah.
like that as much. Believe it or not, I'm kind of shy, but when I get in front of people, but I don't like, never have liked to been like that. If I'm
Yeah.
behind my table doing tunes, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Not unless you have a drink, then it's all over. We got to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you froze up on me. Oh, there you
Yeah,
are.
I like to do, oh,
No, you're
I
back.
like to do the college stuff too. I've done a couple, Mike actually got me a college in St. Louis one day. That was very nice and
Mike Gerloff.
productive. Michael, Mothy,
Oh, Mothi. Oh, very cool. That's great. That's
there's
great.
a person that couldn't do it, and he recommended me, and it was last minute. So
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah, nice.
That's great.
It's always nice to get recommended by other people because you know that you're as good as they are or close anyway.
Like Mike and I in our intro, we were talking, and Nick and all that, of how, again, I know you go to a lot of conventions, but Bling Bling Jam, we're all kind of like, we kind of like look out for each other and stuff, and work together. I think that's a perfect example. I know Mike is that way, which is great. And so aren't you. So that's amazing. So let me ask you this before we get into Bling Bling Jam. You have this wonderful sort of character. I don't know if it's just for fun. I don't know if it brings out your shyness of Wonder Woman. So how did that come about? And because it's awesome. I love it. And do you do that at parties, or that's just at the convention?
I don't dress up as much as I used to. I used to have all these costumes and I would dress up Batman and everything for the
Yeah.
parties. And I was in my 50s. So, now I'm getting up almost 70.
Yeah.
And so it
Look
doesn't look
great.
cute on an old lady, the costumes.
Aw.
But the Wonder Woman came from the first time I went down to Vegas and I saw that zip line.
Yes.
I thought, oh, I want to go do that, but I'm going to do it next year and bring my Wonder Woman costume.
Yes.
So that's how it came out. And then when I was there, that's when I decided to do the invisible plane and do all
That
of
was on
that
the
stuff for
2015
the
when you won
contest.
Top
And
Dog. Yeah. Yeah. That was great.
that was fun.
Cool. Yeah, we kept adding on more pieces. I think I gave you
Yeah, the funnest part is when you get to dress up and walk down the street and everybody's watching, but you're watching.
on Fremont.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Let's talk about, was there anything else about your balloon business that we forgot about before we go on to Bling Bling? Anything you want to share to
Not
everybody watching?
not really, except I will tell you because I am only person here and I probably do take on bigger events than I should. I am the first one to bring pre-mades, but mainly what I do is I might bring, if I'm there 4 hours, I might bring 100 pre-made swords. I mean, if nothing else, just
Yeah.
pre-made swords. Because take kids that are waiting for swords, in the line. And then if a parent can talk their kid into a sword only, then you got that and go home.
Yeah.
And if allowed to take tips, I put one right by the swords, and I make a couple bucks per sword that So the pre-mades to me, it works for me that
Yeah.
way.
Absolutely. Very smart. Very smart. That's great. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that with everybody. And that was a great story about, again, I'm learning stuff about you I didn't know. So how you got started and stuff. And I hope that everybody watching this is doing the same thing. That's the whole purpose of the interview. So
What you might know, but
yeah,
one thing
tell
you
me.
might know is I joined the army right out of high school.
No way. I can't even imagine that. Wow.
You I joined the army right out of high school and was a medic in there. And then when I got out, I went through the GI Bill, and that's how I did my RN. But I used to do craft shows and stuff all the time. So I've always been wanting to do something, and this is the best thing. I don't think I'll ever
This
stop.
this was like so you. I know. No, definitely. Love it.
And the friends. People might know me and my two
Yeah.
little
Everybody
ladies.
loves you,
It's
Diane. Everybody loves you. So
good.
you're definitely another fixture at our event. And I know you go to lots of events, but definitely you're so much part of our event. We appreciate you. So
Thank you. Thank
you're
you
welcome.
for having me.
What was that?
I said, thanks for having me
Oh my
to
gosh,
do
of
this.
course. Thank you for being on here. We appreciate it. Um,
I
so,
can't believe it's been 16 years.
Wow.
So
Time goes by. I know. I'm getting up there and I started this at 10. I can't believe it. It's just like, wow, what happens? Time just flies. It's amazing. It's amazing. So Diane, and I know you go to a lot of conventions and and of course you come to Bling Bling Jam, but want you to tell everybody what your experience has been at Bling Bling Jam, uh, what you like about it. Um, Again, all conventions are great. We're not putting anybody's convention down. We don't play that game at Bling Bling Jam, as you know, and we don't do that. But a lot, we have a saying that all conventions are great, but Bling Bling Jam is that much better. But but anyway, just because we have a lot of love going on, and we just have a good time. But in your words, I don't want it to come from my words. In your words, what do you like about Bling Bling Jam, and why do you think people should come?
the camaraderie at our jam, it's all like one big family. Even if we get new people, like for whatever, they're made very, very welcome. You
Yeah,
know, a lot of times it can be intimidating to see, that kind of stuff for the first time, especially if you're a beginner and you're thinking you're going to go somewhere and you see these people that you have never seen, and they're doing great, and but they all look happy. They're all but they are the first one to bring you in the group with them too,
yeah.
and get organized. And I like the fact too that it's in kind of one area. So, and you don't get it if you go into a class and you're like, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought this was. You got no problem. You can get up. I'm sorry, this is too much for me, or too little for me, something. Or you can check out the other places. And I just like that nobody says anything. Everybody just gets along. And you know how it is. My friends hate me for talking balloons all the time, like at work.
Oh,
But this is the
we all have friends
they
like
don't.
that. Yeah, I know.
I could talk about balloons all
Yeah,
the stuff.
'cause you're around your
They're
people.
not
Right.
interested. But you go here and you could just talk about balloons.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we all have that. Isn't that funny? I know we have to when we're not around non-balloon people, we have to shut it off totally. Which I get it. I get it. That's awesome. Anything else that you
being
want?
in Vegas
Yeah,
because you're in the area.
yeah, for
No,
sure.
not really. Except I hope to see every next year starting again.
Yes, yes. We'll be opening up registration soon. I was telling everybody, I think I'm looking at the day before Halloween, Halloween the day after. We'll see. It sounded good to me. I didn't want to do a 1 day. I thought a 3 day special sounds good.
Heard that.
Kind of
So,
planting the seeds. Uh, and we'll see what happens on that. But anything else we missed, Diane, that you want to share with everybody about anything about your balloon career, about Bling Bling Jam? Or I love your t-shirt.
let's
Love
have a
it.
list.
Well, it was one of our first t-shirts on year two. It was like interesting. We had only so many. They all sold out, and that was a hard one to make, but it came out good. So it's a collector's item.
I have quite a few of them.
Oh, that's good.
So,
That's good. Awesome.
yes.
What?
No, it's a great. Um, and we play a mean game of Grandma Bingo too.
Oh
Grandma
yeah.
V loves her bingo, and the bingo is fun and
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yes. Yes. We have a good time for sure.
We have a good time.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, I think we did everything, right? It was great. It was great having you on, Diane. We so appreciate you. And Diane is awesome. And when she talks about welcoming, she's one of the people that welcomes people really well, and we appreciate that. You're always there talking to people, and it's awesome. And you're like another
I
grandma.
love
What was that?
being friends. So
Yes, we love you too. So, guys, please do us a favor and like and comment on here and show Diane some love. She'll be looking at this. This is going to air this Friday at 1 o'clock East Coast time. And awesome. Hope you guys are enjoying the interviews. And if you're watching this and you've been to Blooming Jam before, especially the last Blooming Jam, I'm trying to interview everybody from that first. Love to set up an interview with you as well. It doesn't matter, if it was your first time or whatever it is. It's just great to hear different people because, like, again, there were things that I learned on this interview I didn't know about Diane, and that's the purpose. And I hope you felt the same way. So with that said, everybody, thank you so much for watching and over and out, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, Diane. See you soon.
You
Bye-bye.
welcome.